Hey y'all. Hey y'all, and welcome back to my channel. First of all, let's talk about how your girl is late uploading. I am so sorry because yeah, it was just a lot going on. First of all, this weekend y'all was so chill. So chill, like the chillest weekend I've ever had. My sister came over, we chilled, watched TV, watched the new Halloween, ate, just relaxed, okay? And you know, if you are pregnant, if you are a mom and you got those moments where you're able to sit down and actually relax, you take advantage of it. So today's video will be obviously about the title, names that we love for our son but won't be using. So first of all, y'all know, before I even get started, because the first name on the top of the list is gonna, like, this is why I'm telling this story, but the first name, there's a backstory to it. First of all, y'all know, if you have a name for your child, how important it is to not really tell everybody about your kid's name. And the simple thing about that is because somebody close to you that you could tell this name to will probably go and steal it. And you know, that's the case, like a lot of people do. I don't know why. Like, why would you take somebody's name? Especially, it doesn't even have to be like a unique name, but that's why I just told Jordan, stop telling people our kids' names. And you know, when you're like younger and you like got your kids' names that you're gonna name when you get older, things like that. This was one of those names that we thought of together before we even had Addie. And he told somebody, and then that person told somebody else and used that name. But long story short, I don't even like the name anymore. It's still a cute name, but I don't like the name anymore for our son. So I'm glad that we kind of got past that anyway, and that they took it, because now I realize that I don't even want it no more. So just jumping right into it, with the first name being Kyrie. We thought of that name so long ago. Like I said, before we even had Addie. I really liked the name. I love the nickname Kai. It was just so cute, and it was actually a name that both of us like. You know how sometimes you have a name you love, your significant other might not, but this was a name that we both actually like, Kyrie. And I don't know, ever since like it got stolen, I'm like, I don't even want it anymore. Even though like it's a popular name, I'm like, yeah, don't even want it no more. We both are at like the point where we would like, we're glad that it's not a big deal, because we just got over it. And that won't be his name. Also, he will not be a junior. Just to get out that out the way, I always told Jordan that, I'm sorry, but I never wanted like a junior. Like he doesn't mind obviously, but I'm like, to me personally, I don't like the nicknames AJ, JJ, KJ, ZJ, all this JJ, and I didn't want anybody calling him JJ, because his name would have been Jordan Jr. And I don't know, I just want him to have his own name. And you know, he was fine with that, so we came up with a different name, and that's that. The second name is a name that I really loved, and Jordan was like about, which is Jackson. I really love that name. I've always loved the name, and then spelling it this way with the X is just, you know, different. A lot of people don't do it with the X, and I really just love the nickname Jax. When I think of names, I always think of what their nickname could be with that name. Like, even though it's like a simple name, I really love the nickname Jax. Like, it's so cute, and that was just a name that I loved, but Jordan did not. He didn't really like hate it, but he's just like, nah, not for our son. So I'm like, okay. So Jackson kind of went out the window. We have 3 middle names actually that we really loved and went back and forth between actually naming the name that we have for our son. These 3 middle names were thought about for his middle name, but we said no. But I still really do love all 3 of these middle names. The first one is Alexander. It goes so good with so many names. And then I just figured like, okay, it's long. You know, with Addie, she has like a simple name that'll be, you know, easy enough for her to spell, like Addison Lynn Small. And she's already in the process of spelling her first name. So I'm like, it won't be hard for her to learn the middle name because it's only 4 letters. And then of course our last name. So I'm like, Alexander is kind of long. I mean, but I still love it though. And then I noticed it being used a lot as a middle name. So I'm like, okay, we won't do Alexander as a middle name. So let's pick something else. Another middle name that we really loved was Isaac. And that was actually going to be, if we named him Kyrie, his name was actually going to be Kyrie Isaac Small. And I really loved that. But then that's another name that kind of just went out the window. And actually that was a name that we recently threw out the window, because with his name that we have now, that was going to be the definite middle name. I remember writing it down in my phone, and then I'm just like, when you say a name every day, you're just like, I don't know, like it goes together, but I just keep saying it. You like slowly start to not like it, and then it gets changed. So we changed it again. And then the final third name that we had for him was Cole, just C-O-L-E, his first name Cole, and it went so good together, especially his nickname. Oh my god, I won't be saying his name. If you guys didn't catch this on my Instagram or you're new here, his name actually won't be announced until he's here. My choice, our choice. So I'm just like, because I don't want that happening again. Like, no, his name is not like super like unique, but not a lot of people are spelling it the way we are, and not a lot of people, you know, recently I know, you know, close to me have it. So I'm like, I like it because nobody close to me has it. Nobody that I know personally has this name. But obviously people are out here with this name. So I'm like, I'm not going to say it until he's here. So Cole was going to be his middle name, but we threw that out the window too. I still love it though. It's so simple, it's easy, 4 letters. And I'm like, I really love that middle name Cole. And I'm saying it right now with his first name and that middle name, and it just sounds so good together. But we threw that out the window too. Another name that we really loved, actually Jordan and I both loved, and then we also liked it a different way for a girl, is the name Jace. I've always loved that name, actually ever since Janelle from Teen Mom named her son Jace. And I really love that name, but I wanted to spell it with a Y. And then we also actually loved the name for a girl, Jace, but with an I in it. So that name got thrown out the window pretty quick because Jordan's nickname is Jay, and then we like, it'll be cute if his name was Jace, like Jay and Jace, something like that. But we were like, nah, we gonna just gonna forget about that, and then that's not really gonna be a name that we're gonna use either. JC is still a cute name for a girl, so I still had that on my list for if we had a girl. But to be honest, since our son is coming next, like I said before, I feel like we're gonna be done. Like, I feel like I'm gonna be done. I don't know, it depends, but I feel like I'm gonna be done, to be honest. And then this is another name that I loved, but Jordan really wasn't too fond of, is the name Mason. I've always loved the name Mason, the nickname Mace. It's just so cute. I've had so many Masons in my class. You know, I was the teacher for pre-K, and I worked at daycares before. So many Masons, and I just always loved that name. Mason, Liam, like, it's so many names that my kids were named that I really loved in class. And Jordan was just like, no. I'm like, like, I love simple names like that. Like, that's another one that I really loved that I noticed a lot of people have was Grayson. I love oh my god. I love a lot of the names that end with son. Grayson, Mason, what was another one that was different that I really loved? I can't really think now, but Grayson is also a great name. But those are names that Jordan wasn't too fond of, and I wish I could think of the one name that he had, and I was just like, no, like, are you crazy? Like, I can't even think of the name. I feel like I know a name he really loved for if it was the girl was Jasmine, and I, not saying that I don't love that name, but it wasn't a name that I've always said I wanted to name my child. But yeah, I don't know. Jasmine definitely won't be a definite girl name to be used if we were to try for a third. But like I said, it's not looking like we will. The last and final two names that I really loved for my son, but Jordan was just absolutely against them, are the names Dallas or Phoenix. Actually, Phoenix goes great for a girl, I feel like, more than a boy. But Dallas, I really love the name Dallas. And a lot of the like city names are so cute, like Dallas, Phoenix. And I actually it's funny now because this is random, but I want a boat. Like, I want a boat in the future. I don't know where the hell the boat gonna go. I don't know who water I'm gonna be on, but I want a boat. And I actually want to name my boat Phoenix now, because Arizona is actually our destination where we want to be, like, for the rest of our lives when we get there. Like, we want to build a house there, you know, move our family out there in the future, stuff like that. And I just really was like, if I'm in Arizona and I get my boat, why not name my boat Phoenix? And Jordan was like, girl, we're gonna be in Arizona. What water are you going to? And I'm just like, I don't even know. But I just feel like Phoenix is such a cute name for a boat. Like, that's so random. But I don't know, like, I really love that name. Before I thought, you know, of it as being a cute kid name, I'm just like, Phoenix is a good boat name. But he was like, girl, I'm not about to play with you. So those names got quickly thrown out, and I'm just like, you know, people try to be different with names and stuff like that, but that's actually becoming some popular names now, especially Dallas. And Austin always has been around, another city. But Dallas, is something about Dallas. It's just so cute. But yeah, so that is the list of names that I can think of at the top of my head that we really talked about over the past 6 years, actually, that I love but we will not be using. Like I said, we have his name finally, and we've actually had it since last year. I want to say last year or the year before. We've had his name, and then now we found out we're having a boy, and then we're just like, yeah, finally, let's do it. It's such a cute name. I love it. So those are all the names, and I'm just gonna end this video off with just giving a quick little update about how my pregnancy is going, how many weeks I am, and yeah. So I didn't plan on doing really an in-depth like update until I got further into the second trimester, which I just started the second trimester last week. I am 15 weeks now, and let me just tell y'all, I know I kept reading about how when you get to the second trimester, how everything's just so much better as far as energy, mood, nausea, vomiting. I actually only threw up less than like 3 times. I probably like twice, 2 or 3 times since I've been pregnant. So that has not been bad for me. But when I say the nausea has been terrible in the beginning, like everything just smell would just make me just want to throw up. And even now, y'all, red meat, don't cook no red meat around me because it smells bad. Burgers, steak, just everything. Like, I'm so mad because I love steak tacos, and I made some the other night, and I literally had to plug my nose while I was making them. I'm like, what is going on? So I won't be surprised if I come out this pregnancy not liking red meat anymore. Like, if I were to get steak tacos, I would have to go somewhere and get them at a restaurant, like made already, stuff like that, because I cannot stand the smell of it cooking in my house. Literally so nasty, like I cannot. But the energy, I noticed my natural energy has come back finally. I'm so glad. And definitely not as tired. Like, I would tell you, I would wake up at 8 something and literally be ready to get back in the bed at 1 o'clock. Like 12:30, 1 o'clock, be ready to get back in the bed. And I'm like, second trimester, please come through. Because I am sick of feeling this tired. If you guys know me, my husband even knows, I was never a person to just be relaxing all day. Like, I like being up, doing stuff, moving around. Especially I have a child, we doing stuff, you know, I gotta have the energy to do what I need to do. So it has finally come back, and it feels so much better to have energy. So I'm so excited. Our next appointment, like I said, is in November. We finally get to see him. I'll be closer to 20 weeks then. So I actually plan on doing an in-depth halfway there type video for you guys on here once I reach the 20-week mark. And I just can't believe that I'm close to the halfway mark already. Like, girl, you 5 weeks away from the halfway mark, and I feel like I just found out I was pregnant. So I'm so happy and excited, y'all. That is it for today's video, y'all. The next video I am planning to do will definitely be up on Sunday, like it should. And I am doing an updated toddler interview with Addie. Y'all know she is 4 now. She is talking so much better than she did in her 2.5. I think she was 2. No, not 2.5, 2. She was 2 years old on the last one that we did on our family channel, and I'm going to do an updated one with her because now she talks so much more, so much clearer, way clearer. You can understand it better. And yeah, toddler interview coming up because I know a lot of people miss Addie too. And yeah, that is all, y'all. Thanks for watching so much. Subscribe, like, comment, all that jazz. Your girl gotta go get her nails done. Oh my god, I did not mean to do that. This one is gone. Like, why do I feel like all my middle fingers should just come off? Like, I got an appointment in an hour and a half, so I'm about to head out, get Addie ready, take her to my mom's, and then edit this video for y'all. So I love y'all, and I'll see you on Sunday. Bye.